In the alleys of the market they play the game. Lunar Beach's crew all laughing at the fame. Riding the waves from dusk till dawn. Crypto legends never ever gone. Stacks of dollars, pixels on the screen, making moves like it's a money machine. Whispers in the dark, keys rattle to light. Take a flight with crypto every night. They ride the waves, don't need no gold. In the night their stories told. To the moon they're taking flight. Crypto stars shine so bright. Crypto the gang crew never feeling low. In the veins the digital flows. Eyes on the prize, hearts on fire. Trading, hustle never tires. And figures making beats so sweet. Every day a step and grind your feet. Laughing in the shade, plotting the next move. Crypto life, now you got the groove. They ride the waves, don't need no gold. In the night their stories told. To the moon they're taking flight. Crypto stars shine so bright. Crypto the gang crew never feeling low. In the veins the digital flows. Eyes on the prize, hearts on fire. Trade and hustle never tires. They ride the waves, don't need no gold. In the night their stories told. To the moon they're taking flight. Crypto stars shine so bright. Digital sea, lunar beaches in the game, just gotta be free. Crypto kings in the night, chasing the stars to feel alright. Digital traders with hearts of gold, risk it all to make for gold. Surf the crash, they don't fear the fall. Ride the tide and serve the call. To the moon they sail away. On the starlight they won't betray. Lunar spirits rise and sway. Market whispers night and day. Charting dreams on a blockchain map. No sleep, living by the market's trap. Eyes wide open as the market roars. Finding freedom, breaking floors. Hollow strong in stormy swells. Market whispers they can tell. Crypto gods in shadows dwell. Breaking chains, escape the shell. To the moon they sail away. Under starlight they won't betray. Lunar spirits rise and sway. Market whispers night and day. Night and day. Charting dreams on a blockchain map. No sleep, living by the market's trap. Eyes wide open as the market roars. Finding freedom, breaking floors. How strong in stormy swells. Market whispers they can tell. Crypto gods in shadows dwell. Breaking chains, escape the shell. To the moon they sail away. Under starlight they won't betray. Lunar spirits rise and sway. Market whispers night and day.
What's going on? Streamlabs, would you act right? Please? Hello? Can you hear me now? Yes, sound. Okay, thank you. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the market all the way to the moon. Hope you are all doing well. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas holiday season. We are almost to the new year. Speaking of New Year's, I'm going to announce it on the LBC show, even though it'll be on the Piper Academy. BC Port Corp will be joining me for a New Year's Day night special on Markets After Dark. So January 1st, this Wednesday evening, BC Port Corp will be joining the Markets After Dark show over on the Piper Academy network. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to go over 2025, what we think we're going to be seeing in the year ahead. And give our takes, you know. Try to prepare ourselves and everyone else for the best best possible outcomes. Particularly in a Trump economy. We'll have to see how that all shakes out. All right, guys. Well, Bitcoin is currently doing the thing, which is called dumping. So let's go ahead and take a look at it right there. We can see Bitcoin's dumping. I've got a little alert going across here to let me know when it has broken this low over here. The reason why is because if I just turn on the volume footprint, let's put this on the 4 hour so that we can actually see the volume footprint when I turn it on. Let's go to the volume footprint. Hold on, let me close Discord because that might be taking up a little bit too much power. Too much power. Okay. All right. So right here, what about the crypto taxes? About the realized gains? What about them? I'm not a crypto tax expert. As a matter of fact, if you're looking for crypto tax advice, go over. Whoops. Nope, I'm right here. Okay. Go over to Piper Academy Network and go watch after the stream. Go watch the video that Piper just dropped with him and FD White and Ernest from Decrypted.tax. They go over a wide range of tax topics. So go and check that out. It's very informative for those of you that are needing to know what to look out for when it comes to taxes in 2025. So just go check that out. And yeah. What's going on, Melissa? One love. How you doing? Jesse, good luck. Jesse, good luck. How you doing? How you doing? Aura, what's up? What's up? Jens, Carolus, or Cerulus? Good afternoon to you all. Hope you are doing well. I'm okay. I just lack a lot of sleep. I've been doing a lot of work over the week because I've been off work since Monday. Been off work since Monday. Don't go back until Thursday. Haha. So that's awesome. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are all trading days, I believe, that I will be able to participate in if I do not stay up all night in the charts and I can get up early enough to trade the New York session. Okay? All right? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. That's what I got to do. Okay. Stacked orders sitting down here between, stacked sell orders that is, between 89.2 and 91.2. So I was going over this in the Piper Academy Discord. Make sure you check that out. And I was just wanting to go over it here while I have you. Let's turn off a few things so that we can. All right, so I got that place marked off. So we know that there's a bunch of stacked sell orders here, right? So does that mean that if we get down into this price, that means, oh, we're just going to fall through? No. No, that does not mean that. In fact, more likely, I can't say we won't fall through here a little bit. And I can't say we won't fall through here, lose that level, and then pull back, and then just have more selling going on, and then continue lower. Okay? I'm not saying that, but I'm going to give you an idea. Okay? And this idea is based on market makers trying to find the lowest possible price to fill large orders, and highest possible prices to fill large orders, whether it be buying or selling, respectively. Market maker needs to fill, if they have a bunch of buy orders that they need to be filled, then they're going to go to this spot right here where all the stacked sell orders are. Because you can't buy if no one is selling, and if you're trying to buy a lot, you need to go to where all the sellers are, especially at a lower price. So that is where all the stacked sell orders are. So the market maker needs to bring the price down to here so that he can fill all of those buy orders, potential buy orders. And then from there is where we could see the potential reversal. Or Bitcoin just goes sideways forever and always. One of that stuff. Oh, what are you guys doing? The blockchain report, LBC, happy Sunday fun day. Happy Sunday fun day to you. The blockchain report. Hope you are doing well. All right, Jesse and Melissa having a little chat. So, I'll try to make a 10K with 500 euros. Must be possible in 2025. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so this is the level that I am watching the most, is to see. Now, we can sweep this low and still be okay, all right? I don't care. Don't let anybody tell you differently. We can sweep that low and be okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Okay? But why? Why would it be fine? Well, because if we just sweep it, then we can come back into the range that we just deviated out from. So we see the price coming into it, right? And we see the price come back down into the range, come back, test the upper boundary of the range, and then come back down and sweep the lows. So we get a deviation above and then a deviation below this wide ranging candle right here. Okay? So this is kind of like this is where we saw exhaustion on this move here. Exhaustion here, of course. But exhaustion on this move as we got that big wick to the upside. And then we saw exhaustion in the sellers on the move to the downside. So we had more buyers and sellers at this point in time. So we got that extension above the exhaustion level here. And now we should see an extension below this exhaustion level here to catch all the little buyers that remain down here. Also have a fair value gap. sitting right here on the daily. So would not be surprised to see this come down into that level. But I don't think we go too much lower if we are to remain bullish. Obviously. So that means we could chop around in this same range for a little while and create even more headaches for everybody and not get going until February. So that is kind of what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. This is, a little bit more long term, but it's still in the broader, grander scheme of things, just a short term price correction. Now, since we are, I believe, in the later stages of this cycle, I'll be going over a lot of this in tonight's MAD as well. But essentially, we are working on the fifth wave. I don't have all of the data on this chart. Let's go to Coinbase. Let's go to the Coinbase chart. So what we have going on here, here's the bottom, right? Yep, that's the bottom. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, is the Elliott wave theory, and 5. So wherever 5 ends up being. Now, when we go into these bull market cycles, you will notice that the degree at which we angle gets steeper and steeper. So we've got this angle right here. We've got this one right here. It gets steeper than the previous one. And then this one is ever so slightly steeper. Maybe this one doesn't start until here. And we're trying to find that low, but it should be steeper than this one right here since we are in the middle of this fifth wave. So we should start seeing steeper and steeper price action the higher up that we go, the more parabolic that we go. That is, if we are to remain bullish at this point in time. Now this should actually be more like this, and this should be more like this. There we go. There we go. Steeper, steeper. Then we have here, steeper. So I would be looking for price to come down into this area around here and holding this. If it does not hold this, then we are taking longer than I would suspect. And Q1 may not be the end of the bull market, although I still am holding confidence that the Bitcoin bull run ends in Q1 next year. And that just completely shatters the 4-year cycle theory. Whoops. Don't accidentally hit the space bar, friends. I have the worst luck though. Oh, I don't know what y'all talking about, some AI coins or something. Daily fair value gap. All right. So the further we get into this last leg run up, we should expect this for price to run up even steeper than it has before. So we should see potential correction down to here and then a big move to the upside, maintaining that bullish structure and going off. And potentially this would be March. So blow off top in March? Potentially. I do think it's coming sooner than people think. Sooner than people will like to believe. That is for Bitcoin though. The whole cycle may not end until December or early 2026 or something like that. We will have our outliers because Bitcoin, as you can tell, take some time to make moves, right? We were stuck here for quite some time. Let's just go ahead and pull out the range. So we'll just go from the top to the bottom here. That's 146 days by itself. If we go from where it finally broke the high, 241 days. 241 days. That's quite some time to be stuck in one range. Okay. So Bitcoin, once it tops, can see a pretty dramatic crash. I expect a lot of altcoins will crash with it because they will have topped with Bitcoin, but there will be some altcoins, laggards, we call them, that have not yet topped and will put in their tops when Bitcoin we'll see it, crash, right? We'll see it crash, and then when it goes into its retracement, we'll see the rest of the altcoin market go. Maybe. That's how it's worked in the past. It's how it's always worked before. But new cycle, new ideas, new price patterns to be observed. Got to go through it all. We do have a bunch of seasonality going on. So seasonality being Q1. I'm going to go over a lot of this in tonight's MAD as well. But Q1 tends to be a Paul AI had a huge 100x plus run already. No, I don't know. What was I? Oh yeah, Q1 tends to be the best time to DCA into a market, and Q2 tends to be the best time to DCA out of a market, because Q2 and Q4 and Q1 and Q3. So Q1 and Q3 tend to be the best time to consolidate and allocate and DCA into markets, while Q2s and Q4s tend to be the best times to DCA out of the markets, because Q2 and Q4 are typically your more bullish quarters, just because of how economics works and market psychology. We have people wanting to sell off going into summer, so prices will go higher going into summer, and then they will sell off. That's why the famous saying, sell a man, go away, is even a thing. And then in the later half of the year, we expect a lot of business booming because of the holiday season and retail coming in a lot more in the later quarter, just because they're around their families more, friends more, they're inside more, they've got more stuff to do online, whatever it is. They see more crypto stuff, but they also know that retail is about to see a surge in demand because it's the holidays. So people are gonna start getting bonuses and stuff like that. That's another thing why I think markets tend to sell off in Q2, because we do our taxes starting in April, or they end in April. You have until April. I think they moved the date back to like the 25th. It used to be the 15th. April, mid-April, late April, whenever it is when you get your taxes. Sell in May is the best time to sell, because people will get their tax money and then they will throw it in the market. And then you sell to them, because you were already in it. You see, people get their tax money, and that's what makes they start pushing that price up. People start putting their money in, and then they either lose it or they gotta full trip it. They gotta wait a little while. So that is the case for major assets like Bitcoin and stocks, your major indices. Anything like in your trillions of dollars tend to have some seasonality to them. I mean, not just the trillions of dollar ones, but those do tend to be the ones. So, hey, just saying, just saying. So, yep, this is what I'm looking for. I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. So, and that could be the end of the bull market for Bitcoin in Q1, maybe even early Q4 or sometime or Q2 or sometime in Q2. We'll see the end of the Bitcoin bull run. And then, I mean, alts will already be going bananas too. But they can go even more bananas once Bitcoin sells off, and then all the Bitcoin profits, or a lot of the Bitcoin profits, start flowing into the alts. Then they go absolutely insane. Or so I'm told. What's going on, guys? Y'all got quiet all of a sudden, and my viewership's dropping off. What's going on? Do you not like my bearish-ish take? I still think we're going to 150K plus, if that helps. And alts will soar. All right, Bitcoin, what are we doing right now other than trying to sell off? Are we selling off right now? I'm here. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Anything you guys want me to look at in particular? Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. But no, I don't like it. You said you wanted lower prices so you could buy lower. Why would you lie? I figured the end is near. It's been years. Yeah. The end is nigh. Of course, I could be completely wrong. Don't forget that. I still think the market structure is what is important, not necessarily the timing. So, and it is playing it, you know, day by day, week by week type of thing. It's not just, all right, this is my forecast and I'm sticking to it no matter what. No, that's not how we do things. It's not how we do things. If new data presents itself, then we must reshape how we do things. What should we look at? What should we look at? Well, currently we're looking at Bitcoin. Look at this. It's crashing. You'll see this Tether FUD going around? I posted on X, I said, would it even be a bull run without Tether FUD? Apparently Tether's being banned in the EU. Okay. So people will use something else? Like, I don't, like, who cares? How many stablecoins are there? People will start using Ripple's stablecoin now. Hey, there you go. There it is. Ripple or Circle, that's a USDC, you know, whichever. Whatever. There's other stablecoins. What should we look at? All right, let's take a look at the Prime Oscillator Pro. We are on the 5-minute, putting in some nice bull divvies, but it's not really translating into anything. Our money flow is still thick in the red, although it is pushing a little bit to the upside. It does have some upside movement to it, but price is not liking it. Price is not liking it at all. We'll have to zoom out even more. Let's go to the 4-hour and take a look at the oscillator on the 4-hour. We do have a daily fair value gap sitting above us. And like I said, I do think we're just going to come down. We do have these equal lows right here, so not too shocked if we do get that that sweep of these lows right here. So, and a sweep of this low. So would not be shocked at all about that at all. Okay. So this one, why is this different than, let's go to the blowfin. Come on. Would you hurry up? Thank you. So this pushed down past this on our perp charts. So, on our perp chart. So, but not on our spot charts. So this low didn't get taken out on our spot charts, but it did on our perp charts. So that's interesting. Of course, we're going to have more volume on our perp charts and more volatility on our perp charts than on our spot charts, just naturally. But it shouldn't be too far off. So we do have these stack sell orders down here at the low side of this is 91,893, but you know, we don't just have to take that and then we just automatically reverse. We do have a little bit of a consolidation here, bearish consolidation here. And then I would look to see potentially a measured move out of this consolidation. If we go from the high down to the low, that gets us to about 85,200. If we go from where we break out from, potentially, we're looking at 79, potentially. I would probably go ahead and throw up an angle so we can catch these lows here. And if we break this one right here, then there we go. That does bring us right down to that trend line. Let's go ahead and zoom back out and see what that trend line is. So that is this trend line based off of this low to this low. And if we line it up even more, we actually get right down to it. Right there. $80,000. Let's go ahead and pull a fib from this low here to this high here. All right, so that is not, that's in between the golden pocket and the 50, so maybe even a little wick down to that golden pocket. If we go from the absolute low to our local high, then that gets us pretty much right down to a 50% retracement. So wouldn't be shocked at all to see that type of move. Of course, it could come down and hover at that 382 and then bounce, right? Especially here on the spot chart. But on our perp chart, that is where we could see the prices push a little bit lower because there's more volatility in the perp charts, just because you've got leverage traders in the market. It's not spot, it's freaking leverage, you know? So yeah, I mean, this is what I would think is what we're gonna be looking at with Bitcoin. Is this little move down here? Nope, I want to keep that. Boom. Keep that there. Let's zoom back in. Zoom in. Now, if it can hold this level, then that is just dandy. That would be just fantastic. Let's see, from the top to the bottom here would be roughly a 26% move. Yeah. I don't know that we get it. I don't know that we get it, to be quite honest. Feel like we're going to stop here. Potentially. Let's go ahead and throw up a fixed range volume profile and see where the volume is. Aha. Right down there. About $76,000. We do also have a CME gap right down there, around 77 to 79, somewhere in there. But that doesn't mean we have to get to it now. Essentially, I am just looking to see if Bitcoin chops around a little bit, because if it does chop around, but alts hold up, and then alts start putting in higher highs and start moving higher, then we could be seeing a little bit of a short-term rally for the altcoins as Bitcoin chops around for a little bit. So as far as I'm concerned, we could chop around all up in this range, and as long as we don't take out this low here, this level here, then we're fine. And if it just chops about and then it goes, cool. But during this chop, I would expect to see some alts getting bullish if Bitcoin is about to be bullish as well. But if alts just continue to slide deeper and deeper into the abyss, then there's a greater chance that Bitcoin is about to fall deeper into the abyss as well. So, who this? Bono from YouTube? Bono? Bono from YouTube? Yes. Dude, you look exactly like that guy. Like the guy that does the Mad Show in Piper Academy. Funny you say that. Who are you? Who is this? Army Pipper? Army Pipper? Piper. Army Piper. So, funny you say that. I met this guy over the weekend that looks exactly like me. Said the exact same thing. For some reason, I could see him in my mirror. I don't know. Weird stuff. Bandadoo? Bandadoo? I guess that's bandage. Looks sus at Dutchy. Who dis? Bono? First of all, are you watching Bono and listening to Bono? No, this is just what I like to do because it's fun. And it really does help with all the lighting. Pipper is from Crypto Tax Academy. Yeah, there we go. Crypto Tax Academy. Let's see. Bring up the volume footprint with the fixed range volume profile. Do have some buys down here. I just don't see us getting down there at the moment. But definitely possible. So watching those levels for the Bitcoin, this upwards trend right here, I want to see that held. If we are going to be super bullish, then I would like to see this angle start to get steeper and steeper. So if we come up to this, look at that. I mean, that gets us to right about there, right at that 85, 86K, 85, yeah, 85 to 86K maybe. We could front run these levels, but losing that value area low might send us down here to that 77,000 again. CME gap down there. So not out of the question. And we'll just see if this level holds. If this level doesn't hold, then I would expect us to come down to that next trend line and try to maintain that angle on the macro chart. So remember, guys, the more parabolic we get, the steeper the angles get. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. So we want to see the angles get steeper and steeper as we are moving further and further to the upside. So let's go ahead and turn this off real quick. So we can even see like the steepening of the angles in like the lower time frames or on the smaller scale. So this is a 5-wave structure to the upside. In this subwave 3 here, we can see that this is an angle, okay? Then we have this angle right here from this low to this low. So the angle just gets steeper and steeper. All right. Steeper and steeper and steeper until it finally breaks. But you can see we have reactions off of these trend lines even into the future. And losing these trend lines, you can use these trend lines over and over and over again. Look at that. Come down. All right. Lose that. Buy. Come up. Hit our head. Sell. Come down. We buy. Risk management. We lose it. That's fine. We go sell down to the next level, all the way down. We buy. Push up. And then we lose all of our money. No. There's other things, of course, you know, we've got to, if we have bearish divergences or anything else going on, we got to have our confluences that help us know, all right, this, we might hold this level here and push higher and push up to that next level up there. And then it comes back down, we hold above the trend line and start to push higher. We go long, we come up, we hit our head again. We sell, okay? We see the weakness in our oscillator, whatever it may be. Right here we can see mega weakness in the chart, but from here to here, or here to here specifically, we do put in lower highs, and then we put in a massively lower high here between these two highs that are pretty much equal. So that tells us, okay, momentum is not going with price. It's probably going to go down. We come down to this trend line, then we lose that trend line, and then we go short because all of our oscillator is in the red. Everything's below the 0 line, and it is just saying sell short now. We come down, target that next trend line, bang, bang, you're done. Bang, bang, you're done. How are you? I'm being a SSLF today. I don't even know what that is. For all you Americans, amazing video from Piper Academy on crypto tax in the US. By the way, I already shouted out at the very beginning of this stream that video, Dutch. So thank you for sharing that in the chat for everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Mark Dutch. So yeah, these are what CryptoFace might call spider lines. They're just trend lines, guys. That's all spider lines are, is trend lines. If you haven't figured that one out already. And look, this trend line, look at where we end up. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to make this a dotted line, a small dotted line like this, and I'm going to color it yellow. Okay? I'm going to color it yellow. And now I could call this a spider line. This is a spider line. Look at that. Spider lines don't lie. Price comes in down here. Our low is going to be 85,300. $85,625. Okay? That's where it is right there. That's where it is. And you can see support, resistance, 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 resistance. Push off really high, come back down, support. Let's go. There we go. Spider lines, pig nipples. What is market cipher? A zoo? Yeah. Market cipher is a zoo. I mean, look, they've got full support from a whole gang of otters. You know what I mean? A whole friggin' gang of otters. Can't believe it. So yeah, pullback ski for the Bitcoin ski. Solana looking like it's doing what I think Bitcoin's gonna do. Solana looks dead. I don't like this chart. Of course, it is still putting in higher lows and higher highs. Turn on my fluids trades. Guys, you got to get this indicator. This fluids trades indicator. Fluid trades SMC light. Come up in here. You can have price action labels on here if you want. Tells you higher highs and higher lows. You can have the supply stuff on, supply and demand stuff. It's just a little too many lines for me. But you know, you could go ahead and set those levels if you want, or see those levels if you'd like, or you could take them off like I do, and I just use this for the market structure, man. It does really good at pointing out your highs and your lows correctly, as in you come down and you don't create a new low until a new high is put in. Like it does it so well. Does it so well. But it really helps with seeing, you know, consolidation ranges compared to breakouts, right? You can see you can see the consolidation range. You can see the fake out so much more cleanly than just looking at candles. So we have a range. We have our consolidation range. We see price push down. We see it take out a low, but get into an order block. Essentially, come into demand. So this would be an area where I would consider taking a buy trade, and then I would try to run it up to the top of the consolidation range. This goes straight line down, this consolidation range right here, and then we go straight line down. That is not something that I would be looking to long from. Let's look over here to the left. Is there enough history? No, of course not. Come on, Coinbase. We are in a zoo. I mean, I am a shark, apparently. Oh yeah, we also have the raccoon. Hit 15K subs today. Oh, congrats to Mr. Coons. Mr. Coons. What's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Coons. Either way. Shout out to Coons Trading. He does really well. Sweet hat. Thank you. I got it from why do I still have my headphones on? I got it from In and Out Crypto from a family member for Christmas, but from In and Out Crypto. I like that HODL on the side. It's pretty sick. You said it correctly. No. I know how to say Coons. I don't know what his first name is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know is it Andy? I don't know. Coon is his name. Yeah, I know. It's not Cohen. It's Coon. That's why they do the raccoons. Correct? Hola, French toaster. Hola, French toasta. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you are doing just swell, sir. Then we could see we come back down, come to the top of the range. Come back down to the top of the range. Come up, we come down from the top of the range, from sweeping the high there, come back down, come into another demand zone, and then right outside of that consolidation range, and then we start to get a push back to the upside. That would have been a great time to be looking for that long entry. Dutchy. Are gummy bears animals too? Nope. German toasters are better. Ask Billy. Oh, God. Dutch. I'm not going to touch that. Not going to touch that. Anyways. I don't know why we would ask Billy about that. But anyways. XRP. Blasting off to Le Moon. It appears. Again with the lies. I think XRP is looking pretty bullish. In my opinion, it's holding up price up here pretty well. There's everything. Can you speed up? My goodness. All right, so XRP sitting up here at $2.14. Realistically, you can see that come down to $1.72 at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. Let's go ahead and pull a fixed range volume profile on that. We can see we do have some support here at $1.50-ish. And then the support level here at $1.12. I don't know. I don't think we'll go down that low, but we'll see. If we go over, though, to the XRP BTC chart, we can see it is doing the exact same thing and holding up very well against Bitcoin. Now, when we zoom out, is this yeah. When we zoom out, we are at an area of resistance, okay, against Bitcoin. However, we have come off of the lows with a nice bounce. And maybe we consolidate for another week or so. I don't know. But I feel like XRP is about to make another big push to the upside. You know, Dutch, I don't understand that either. But hey, I mean, it is, I don't know. I don't understand it either, man. But I think more than one person has tried to get into Billy's ear about that. But I don't know. Billy's just a good dude, man. He's not going to want to, I don't know. Maybe he knows something that we don't, but I don't know, man. I don't be knowing. It is what it is, though. It's Billy's world, and we're all just living in it. 1 minute, Sammy, cup and handy patterns are king, but only if you add tons of EMAs and wear a suit. Yes. Tons of EMAs, like our beautiful Traders Reality EMAs. Let's get off of ICP. Go back to the BTC. All right, so we do have some Vecta candles sitting below us. All right. This is on the weekly chart too. Look at that. We came back for these vector candles over here. It took us quite some time to take them all back, but we did take them all back. Now we have all these vector candles coming down all the way down to 69,000. We also have the 50 weekly EMA sitting down there. But our measured move that we have been looking at so far in this stream does get us down to that 13-week EMA. And if we can hold that and get a push higher, then we are fine. Okay, but we got to hold that and get a push higher. A lot of confluence right here at this area. So we could be seeing a dip to 86, 85K, which would be fine because it would be expected. And we also have a lot of confluence there. And if we can hold that, that would be fantastic. If not, I think we would go further down and at least tap this, get into a little bit more of these vector candles and tap this trend line right here. So I would just be watching these levels here for potential buys, for potential reversals. For me, I think DCAing anywhere, probably even starting from now until into the mid 80s, probably not a bad idea. My opinion, not financial advice. Oh, I know, Dutchy. I know. I just I don't know. I've never talked to anybody that's actually used that person's Discord or been a part of their paid group. But I do know that I have heard that it is likely that they don't make all their money from trading. They make their money from their club membership, essentially. There's people that teach trading, and that's fine as long as you say, look, I just teach it. That doesn't mean I'm good at it. But I know what to do and what not to do, and you just do that, and you're okay. And then there's people that say, I only share my wins, never share my losses. Probably go long and short at the same time on a trade and share the ones that end up winning. But who knows? Does he get paid for shilling pump and dumps? Like what? You got an example? Is that true? That's a little bit different. That's a whole different thing. Find a flag after a flag burning event. That's funny. Pump and dump. That's something I do not like. Like, if people want to put their money into a group to be a part of a group, I mean, they have every right to do that. Oh God, what's that? Yeah, mini shitcoins. Well, you know, the life of a shitcoiner is shit. I don't know. All right. So yeah, I'm just all right. Oh, we're getting a vector candle here on the 4-hour. We do have 4-hour vector, green vector below us. If we lose this level here, start falling out of this consolidation range, then I would expect for us to come down. We do have a vector candle down here, a blue vector candle down here at the value area low at 88,439. So I would expect us to probably more than likely get at least down to that point. And this actually does just nail that freaking what I'm calling what's cooler than a spider line? No matter how you look at his charts, you won't spot anything useful. Oh god. Yeah. And vector candles down here as well. 82k. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We do have some vector candles above us. So we could see some volatility. This could, fake us out to the downside and then start coming up and taking out some of these, upper ranges. We do have a daily fair value gap sitting right up here, and we do have a vector candle that tops out right here. So, and that is just above the midpoint of that daily fair value gap. So it is possible that that is the next stop for Bitcoin after we've come down and swept these lows. Come up and maybe even come down to come and sweep those lows finally. That's another possibility. I always try to think of how would the market maker get the most people tricked up. Right now, everybody's thinking sell. So market maker might be wanting to buy because everybody's maybe trying to sell, maybe. Market maker steps in and buys, shoots the price up for the end of the year, get a nice end of year candle run or something, rally, and then come crashing down at the beginning of, January, and then wrap out that consolidation range of this fourth wave inside the larger fifth wave. So this wave 4 subwave that then leads to the subwave 5 of the primary 5. And that would be our blow off top to the upside, probably pushing 150 plus. And then we can see a lot of downside after that. Big downside, I think. CME gap around 77k, right? Yes, sir. Yep. We do have that CME gap, and that is an area that we can get down to. Right down here. We do have vector candles down there. We also, I don't know that we have stacked orders down there, but we do have vector candles down there, a vector candle down there at that CME gap. It is potentially there. We also have, the 800 EMA, it's a 4-hour. What about the daily? I bet there's a 200 daily EMA down there. Yeah, right here. So potentially that could push up higher, getting us closer. It is sitting right about at the CME gap low right now, that 200 daily EMA. So yeah, definitely possible. Potentially we do come down, tap this low, and then we come up. Oh, no, that's my measured move. I need that. All right. So potentially we do lose that low, but then we come up to this supply zone, and then we do a larger rollover into that CME gap, get a bounce off of there, and then we get going. That would create, a nice little channel, and then we come down, push off of that, and push higher. That's essentially what we did here as well, right? So it's just looks about the same, but then we don't take out, we don't come down to this high, we front run that high, and then we push higher, giving us steeper and steeper angles as we get closer and closer to the cycle top for Bitcoin. This would be May. So this is what I would expect in this time period for altcoins to probably get moving as Bitcoin is consolidating sideways and potentially sideways and down. If we can get that sideways and down price action on Bitcoin and we start seeing altcoins really start get moving and pumping, then that would tell me that yes, we are gearing up for that last push to the upside in Q1, which I still think is the most likely outcome. Is the high comes in probably maybe Q2 is probably when I think the high comes in for Bitcoin. If not Q2, it's probably going to be early Q1, maybe even in January, February, very early February. We'll see. It all depends on how quickly things can move. When LBC LLC? How did you know I was going to start an LLC? You weren't in that video yesterday, were you? LBC LLC will come very soon. I'm gonna have to start an LLC because I need to. What was I gonna say? Oh, because I want to do the community portfolio where I'm going to invest my money into the portfolio, just a little bit, not a lot, you know, weekly if I want to invest that week. If not, I'll hold it and add that to the cash bag. I'll be going over more of this in Markets After Dark tonight, but I do have a spreadsheet that I've been working on for this very thing. So let me just move this over. So once I start adding stuff to this, you'll be able to see it. But essentially what I can do is come in here, and I'm going to give you guys access to this as well. But essentially I come in here, I type in $100 in Bitcoin invested. Okay. It's going to say my P&L is this and this and this. Okay. I built out this spreadsheet. This took some time. My holding, let's say 0.01 Bitcoin. It's going to tell me my balance at the current price. I believe it should be at the current price. Yeah, my balance compared to the current price. And it'll tell me my P&L is sitting at, well, my balance is 935. What is my P&L? What is this supposed to be? H3. I did some finagling with stuff last night, so I've got to make sure. H3, my balance minus, minus the amount invested. So this is what my balance comes out to, minus my amount invested. Oh, so I'm up like 835%. Okay, I see. Okay. That's what it would say. So I invested $100, this much holdings, this current price, last monthly close, the percent difference between the last monthly close and the current price. So we're sitting at about 3% down on since the last monthly close. And then also a little pie chart. Once you start putting stuff in, it'll throw in the pie chart as well, build out your portfolio. It'll show you your total invested, your total balance, your total P&L. So that's going to be the difference between these two. Your percentage of your P&L, your cash bag. So this will just be like your cash position, whatever you're holding in cash. And then whatever you do take out of the market and put into realized gains, you put that in your realized gains. And then eventually maybe I'll add some kind of taxing thing to this to where I can just take out whatever tax it could be, and I'll get my actual percentage. And then down here, I started this last night. I added this last night. This will, once this gets all, once I actually have numbers and, tickers and all this stuff in here, then I can, this will put out the overall up or down of the assets that are in my portfolio. Not my up or down, but where the assets in my portfolio are um, relative to their last month price and the current price. So just looking for entries. Mark After Dark. I'm stealing that from my Tinder profile. There you go. Is that spreadsheet pulling the current price automatically, or do you have to manually update the number? Unfortunately, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out a workaround, but unfortunately right now, Google Finance, so there is a function for Google Finance, and it does have Bitcoin, and it does have Ethereum. So it does do those two, automatically updates those two, and automatically updates those current prices. But when I started typing in XRP and ADA and anything else, it said no. I don't know what price is. So I tried to add a widget, or not a widget, but an extension to it. It didn't work. I don't know why. But outside of that, yes, you'll have to add in the prices manually. The first week, my weekly P&L, and just whatever that is going to be. And then it'll tell me my total down here. There we go. Total, red or green, January. And then I'll just do January, February, March, April, May, June, July, blah, 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 blah. Portfolio charts. Oh no, I took that one. Day trades. This one I'm just gonna use to try and start putting down my day trades, or any kind of trades that I put in. So just trying to keep track of everything, so I can see more of what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, just being more detail oriented with my own portfolio. You know what I mean? Mark After Dark. See ya, Mark. Later, homie. Hope you do well in your trading. Trade safely. And yeah, go have you some dinner. Hope it's good. Hope it's good food. Because if it sucks, that sucks for you, bro. But yeah, go more into this. I mean, I gave you pretty much the entire breakdown, but I'll go over this again in tonight's Mad. But yep, that's gonna be it for this stream, guys. Hope you got something out of it that you can use in your day-to-day. And if you are looking for, do you make this spreadsheet? Did you make this spreadsheet? Yes, I did. So if you are looking for, if you want this spreadsheet, once I have it all like really worked out and done, if you want the spreadsheet, I would be more than happy to provide it to you absolutely free of charge. And if you need help in using it, just let me know. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you all for joining me on this Lunar Beach's crypto live stream. We don't get to do these often. I do have a lot of plans in the works for 2025. Creating a full trading course for free? Maybe. Definitely. So that is what I'm looking forward to doing in 2025. 2024 was a lot more about me, as I found, figuring out this whole YouTube thing, and just getting used to talking in front of the camera, getting used to having being consistent and all that stuff. And next year I can start getting a little bit deeper into other things as I become more and more efficient. And yeah, that's it. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your Sunday. Go outside and touch some grass. And I will see you all tonight on Markets After Dark on the Piper Academy Network. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe if you are new. And share this video with your family and friends. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical rest of your day. I'll see you tonight. Mad love and a peace out.